Next up is booking terms, the terminology you will use when talking about or at a booking. A call sheet. This is typically a PDF or a document with the names and positions of everyone to be on set for that booking. It gives direction to the model on what they need to bring, how to arrive, where to park or check in with security, and who their point person is. Now, some agencies get very fearful that you may steal their clients or book jobs outside of the agencies. So they will refuse to send you the call sheets and they will copy and paste some of the information to you. If this happens, you can keep asking and asking for the call sheet until eventually they might give up and give it to you. Or when you get to the job, you can just tell the client that you don't have the call sheet and they will give you a copy of it. The call time. This is the time you should be checked in and be ready to start work that second. So if your call time is 9, you shouldn't be strolling in at 9:05 or 9:10. Like, you should be there at 9 o'clock. Half day. This is standard 4 hours with no lunch. Everything in the modeling is a case-by-case basis. Typically, it's 4 hours with no lunch. A full day. It can mean 8, 9, or 10-hour days, depending on the client or the company. It does not always include lunch hour in the total. So they may say 8 hours, but they really mean 9 hours on set, 8 shooting, and 1 lunch. So you want to make sure you get clarification if you feel confused. And always ask for the call and the expected wrap if it's not included in the message or call sheet if you're confused. And make it clear that you're just trying to figure out how many hours you're going to be on set. Walking lunch. This means the client has not arranged to provide lunch for you. Instead, you can leave the booking to go get food. It is typically 1 hour, and some clients will reimburse you up to a certain amount. Crafty. This is the food table or cart. There are snacks for eating before and after lunch. Typically, it has coffee. It can be catered, but not all clients get it catered. Lunch. This is the meal break during the shoot day. It does not have to be in the afternoon. You may start at 4 a.m. and take lunch at, say, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Although that would be breakfast, it would be called lunch. Wrap time or wrap. This is the end of booking for that day when they expect to be done, and you should be able to leave the job after that moment. You are no longer being paid after that moment. You should most likely be where your car is. If they have to transport you, then they should include that in the wrap time. Set or location. A set is built or staged location. It is in real life. It already exists with a few added props or altered signs, whereas a location could be the actual location, the place where the shoot is happening. You could park in one place and then be shuttled to the set or to the location. So there might be multiple addresses on the call sheet. You could get ready at one place. Maybe maybe you're shooting on the beach and they're going to have you get ready at a hotel or a house that they've rented so that they have places to plug in and lights and all that. And then you would go to the actual set, which would be the location of the beach. You could also be in a building in one room, but the set is in another room or across the building, things like that. The crew, these are the people on set that day. Could include things like the photographer, the client, finance, stylist, makeup, hair artist, assistants, marketing department, design department, PR department. So you could have one person on set. You could have 5 people. You could sometimes have as many as 30 people on set. I've even had sets where it's 40 people working on the set. I am the one model and there are 40 people around me, or sometimes there's 3 of us models and 40 people who are working around us. So some sets are very large, some crews are very large, some are very small. Client. This is the person or persons who have paid for the booking and will be using the footage. The MUA is also known as a makeup artist. Foundation ready. This typically means that you have applied your moisturizer, your foundation, concealer, and powder. Your foundation is ready. It is done. Now, everything in the modeling is a case-by-case basis, and I have heard a few people use this term to mean that you have just applied the moisturizer and you're ready to have foundation put on your face. But that's not as often as the way that it is written here. But everything in the modeling is a case-by-case basis. Clean. Now, clean could refer to face, hair, and sometimes also nails. And when they say clean, clean, they mean show up with clean face and clean hair. And they typically will have all of these terms that you have been learning will be written on the call sheet. So even when they sound funny when you say them, nobody's saying them, they write them down. And that's why you're wanting to make sure you also get clarification in case they mean something different. But with the face, that's going to be a bare face except moisturizer. Some say it means no moisturizer, but I refuse to go around without moisturizer on, get over it. So I'm wearing my moisturizer. But if it's something like body painting or something, there might be a reason why you can't have moisturizer on. So you do want to make sure that you think about those things. And with hair, clean hair means it's washed, it's dried, it's detangled, and they can start styling on it. Camera ready. This means you are hair and makeup done, wardrobe is on, ready to start shoot immediately. Now, sometimes this may be on the call sheet and say, come hair camera ready. They're going to do your makeup, they're going to do your wardrobe, but your hair should already be ready to go on camera. A stylist. This is the person who pulls the clothing that you will be wearing and styles it, and then they return it afterwards. There may be a team of stylists, there may be one. The pull. Stylists pull clothing that they choose in your sizes from different stores, whether they purchase it and then return it, or whether they get it on hold, on lending from that company who maybe knows that they work with them a lot. Even then, they typically have to put some type of deposit down. It's called a pull. A dresser. This is the person who dresses you. Dressers are typically backstage at runway shows. Although stylists may help you get dressed, they are not typically called dressers. They're called stylists. And people who are behind the runway shows are called dressers. Pasties. These are adhesive patches of fabric or silicone that smooth the appearance of nipples. Nudes. There are nude nails, nude underwear, and nude photos. So with nails, we're referring to shades that blend with your skin tone. They can be clear, pink-based, but still blending with your skin tone, or natural tone-based, a beigey, brown, black color, depending on your skin tone. And it's going to be typically a very light. It's not very vibrant. Underwear. That is underwear that matches, again, your personal skin tone. It's typically a thong or a G-string, and strapless bra or pasties that people are referring to, but sometimes they may be asking for other types. Photos is any amount of nudity, implied, partial, or full. So when talking about implied nudity, this photo is implied. I am actually wearing one of those stick-on fake bra things, but you can't see that and you don't know because I'm turned to the side. So that is what implied nudity is. It is implied that I'm nude, but I may not actually be nude. It may be photoshopped out. It may be here like I'm hiding it with my arm and my hair. So in real life, you might be naked or you might not. So you want to make sure you're clear about the boundaries if you are not comfortable being naked on set, even if it's not shown in the photo. Partial nudity, I will not be showing photos of any type of partial nudity or full nudity. Actual nudity on set, but only a part will be seen in the full final edit. So they are shooting you, they're not aiming to get the nudity, but you do not have clothing covering certain parts of your body. It may end up in the photo. It may show a little bit of your body, not all of it though. Whereas full nude, of course, means nude. You're completely nude. You're nude in real life. You're nude in the product. There is no photoshopping. You may do some implied in full nude shoots where you're covering certain parts of your bodies with arms or hair or shadows or props, but you are fully nude. So make sure, again, if you are not okay with that, you express those boundaries. A closed set. This is the term used on lingerie, nude, and suggestive shoots to say that only the people absolutely necessary are on set for the privacy of the model. This can be negotiated and can also be used on a set with celebrities or children for the safety and privacy. And basically, closed set just means a limitation to who can be on set during the filming and during the shooting. Unrecognizable, also called unrec. This is when the model's face is not seen at all or only a part of their face to the point that they're unrecognizable to anybody who doesn't know it's yourself. Maybe your chin, maybe they cut you off at the nose. That is unrecognizable. Last looks, meaning you are shooting in minutes, so you need to have your makeup and hair checked by the team and touched up. You might have a layer that you were waiting to put on so it didn't get wrinkly. Anything that needs to be done in the last moments before you start shooting is called last looks. Color checker. That little check thing that you see me holding that has a bunch of colors on it, it's a card with colors on it to help the photographer balance the colors correctly in the photo. You will be asked to hold it for a shot at the beginning of the shoot, and you want to hold it on the edges so that way you avoid covering those colors. Now, on fun shoots where you know the people, like this one, we like to have fun with our color card shoots. So he stood really, really far back, and then it looked like I was holding him because of perspective. But on some shoots, you don't get to have that much fun, and you're just standing there. Green room or holding. This is the area, room, or trailer set aside for the talent to wait in when they are not needed on set, in hair, makeup, or wardrobe. Typically, crafty area will also be there, so will restrooms, but it could be anywhere, and everything in the modeling is a case-by-case basis. Camera right or left. This is from the camera or photographer's point of view, so it is the opposite of your right or left. Cheat to camera. That means you are opening up to camera. This is when you fake your eyeline to allow yourself to have more of your body or more of your face being seen by the camera than where your eyeline really is. Down the barrel or down the bottle means you look directly into the lens of the camera. You may do this for some jobs. Typically, with most modeling, it is a range throughout the shoot. Sometimes you're looking in the camera, sometimes you're looking away, sometimes you're looking at other models. It'll all depend on the needs of the client. An apple box is this box that you see. It's a wooden crate, and it's typically used to sit on or to prop you up or maybe prop up some lights or other things. So you may work with apple boxes quite frequently. That is everything you need to know for booking terms. As always, if you feel I have missed anything or have any questions, please comment below. If you feel that this is helping you or improving your modeling knowledge in any way, please share it with me. I would love to hear, or share your wins publicly on social media using the hashtag Modelesque Mindset. As always, if you would like to book a virtual one-on-one, the link has been provided below.